The funny on the wonk. We're live. Hello, coming to you from the Banana Lab with a very croaky voice. Terry, the Banana Lab spider, is in the house. He's still with us, Terry. So, hello, Terry. Good evening. He's got some more RAM chips in there. So, you know what they say, a RAM expansion spider never forgets. I don't know what he eats in there. How is he not starved? What else gets in there that he eats? How long do spiders go between eating? I don't know. Anyway, welcome. I've got a cold. Oh my god, that's a long way up. It's really close to my face. I'll try and do that. Oh, that's a better, more comfortable distance. And now, if I sit down, and now I can sort of wangle it, sort of like that. Okay. I've got a canvas. I forgot I've got a canvas up there. I've got this canvas that we were given ages ago that I'm trying to stretch so that I can make a frame for it. And I'm holding these because although you can hear my voice, obviously, because I've been celebrating really hard, my students won a competition with this particular design. This is a scaled down version of a sheet goods carrier that they designed, and they won a prize. They're going to get some gift cards, and my school's going to get a 3D printer, and I'm going to get known as the person that, you know, yelled at them and moaned at them until they did their work, and then they got a prize. No. So they won a prize. I'll get recognition. Maybe I'll get a photo with the trophy. That'll be nice. If I get a photo with the trophy, I'll put it in my community feed. But yeah, very under the weather. Spent a lot of this week just focusing on getting that ready and done. And now that it is done, I think I'm probably about to fall in a heap, but I've got school reports to write. So I'm going to take a little break from smashing away at the school reports and just do a couple of little things in here, a little bit of sort of technical tinkering. And I've got the printer power supply on the bench because some fans arrived. I'd like to at least change that fan tonight. Hello. Oh, the chat disconnected. Oh, now it's reconnected. There you go. I know I'm not the only one. You can see Mum's on the chat, and she's also got the cold / flu / whatever it is. So I'm printing little mini versions of these to give to the students this week as a little sort of token of appreciation. But they're also going to get a gift card from the people that ran the competition. So, and I've also offered to buy any Bunnings cards that they get if people don't like Bunnings. I like Bunnings. All right. I do have a warm drink. Being under the weather, I'm feeling kind of queasy. So certain smells and flavors. I put hand sanitizer on my hands earlier, and it's like a lemony flavor. It's really making me feel quite unwell. And mint is another one that's making me feel quite queasy in the stomach, which is strange. But I'll have a coffee. If I have to leave throughout the stream, it means that I have unfortunately had to run to go to the toilet or something. But I'll try to keep the grossness to a minimum. And if I could do a Southern American accent, I can now do my Scottie Pippen impression because I've got that kind of voice. So I'm hoping that maybe I might even be able to, I'm hoping it'll be better by tomorrow. But I'm also hoping if it's not better by tomorrow, maybe there'll be enough relievers at work that I could, take a sick day and have some sleep, or at least catch up on the reports I should have done last week when everyone else in the house was sick. So I have a coffee. Don't ask how many coffees today. But there we go. All right, I'll flip this down. I'm that cold. I have 2 jackets, and I've got socks inside the old Ugg boots, the old New Zealand work boots. That is how cold I am. So I don't know how good I'm going to be at soldering, whether I'm going to be a fire hazard or not. But I shall see. And I'm just going to get some. What I tried to do is I tried to replace as many screws as I could in the base of this unit with Phillips head screws, so I didn't have to worry about Allen keys and stuff. So hopefully I've done okay. We shall see. I've got to re-edit the pitch video so it doesn't have any student faces in it. it's meant to go up on the school's Facebook page, but it might be too big for them to put up. But, you know, I could complain and say it's just that it's not that interesting because, you know, the nerdy teacher won a nerdy prize, and it wasn't like we were meant to go to the presentation. We were actually meant to be there. But there was a sports camp that happened at the same time for our aspiring elite athletes. And so you couldn't have two lots of people in Adelaide, especially when one was a whole class and one was just a teacher and probably a couple of students. But it probably worked out better for the kids because this way they are all going to get a prize. Whereas if it was only a couple of students that went, only a couple of them would have got the prize. It's a bit dirty in there. So I'm sure they're not as disappointed as they probably are. I see this. Why did I not change these ones? I don't know, because I'm a damn fool. Maybe I just didn't have the right size for these. This might be 4mm. I should check. What have we got? Oh, they're very stumpy. Yeah, they're like 4mm. Okay. Never mind. To be honest, I probably could have just taken, I don't know, because the whole thing's going to, it's a real pain to get this out. This obviously is not, well, it's probably meant to be taken apart, but probably not as often as it really has been taken apart. But at least now the two difficult ones in here have been done. It's just this one. Look at that finger that's just went blink. It just sits out there. It's like a finger of somebody that is ordering a cup of tea. I'll try and tuck it away. Apparently, I don't know how to use Allen keys as well. There we go. All right. That one there. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This has got to, like, angle out that way. Ugh, covered in dust again. Let me just de-dustify some of this. I should probably de-dustify the internals here as well. A lot of dust and muck in there. All right, now these are Phillips. These are the little countersink ones. And I've got some heat shrink and I've got some rubbish solder around the place, so it should be right for that. That one. The trouble is this is going to split into multiple pieces, which is not really what I want. But that is how it rolls. The last batch of other printing is nearly done. No, they're going to have to come off the front as well. A bit of random plastic in there. I've got a video ready or preparing to hopefully go out tomorrow night. The analytics say Sunday night's the best night for me to release videos. It's when my biggest audience is. I'm surprised how well the Chuck Norris drill chuck video has done. I didn't realize putting Chuck Norris on the thumbnail would do as well as it had. I wonder if I should do that again. Now this has got, see, it's got a little 2-pin Molex connector. I'm just wondering, is this the same 2-pin Molex connector? I think it is. I don't know why I can't just, can I unsmooge it? No, it's got like a locking doodad. No, never mind. We'll just cut it. That's why we're here. Is it this one? Is it that one? No, it's actually this one. It's a bigger one, isn't it? It's that one. And it is, you can see that? It is sticker side down. So let's get this out of the way. Get the fanny poo out. One big fat screws. They look like kind of screws you'd attach hinges not hinges, draw runners with very IKEA looking hinges. Screws. Right, now I've got to make sure I got the right one. This is the one I tried to oil, and all the oil tried really hard to leave the unit. So I'm guessing it didn't make much of a difference. But I do need to be careful that I don't set fire to it tonight. I tried to oil the, probably made a bit of a difference, but that oil was pretty old. Okay, so it's definitely that one. And it definitely goes down that way. Okay. And by the look of these, the cable corner and t'other corner. Now I might need to put a nut and bolt on this because they might not go as is. I'll have to get some. I might have to get some metric nuts and bolts, but that's okay. I will sort that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this back nice and long, as this fan is kaput. And strippers. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba, 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 I'll get this big piece of heat shrink off, and I won't make it comically too long, but I will make it longer than one would have first thought necessary. I also need to make sure I'm not, but that's the wrong blooming fan. That one. Right, well that makes it easier. I'm just gonna, somewhere there. I'm still elongating this joining method, but it's not going to be as bad as it was. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put heat shrink on these, and then the big piece on these, like this. I'm going to get that all the way down. There we go. And will this go? Just. Oh, this is a very. Right, I have to do this first and then put them on. That's okay. That's how we learn. Learn by doing, kids. I don't think that's going to be enough to actually. Oh, come on. There we go. That's more like it. And one more. There we go. That's the one. That's the one the vicar asked for. Coffee break. I'll try not to cough. First the dog wanted in, then the dog wanted out, then the dog realised I wasn't just playing outside, I was actually going to come in the shed, so then the dog wanted to go back in the house again. Smart dog. There we go. Wow, that is a very fortunate amount of printing. So anyway, I've designed a little thing in CAD, and I'm going to 3D print it as one of my videos. So it'll be another CAD. I think I'm calling them Design Along With Me, and it is for just a cable hook, something that is sort of practical, quite simple really to design, but I suppose to show people the way you can go about it. I do have more stuff to unbox, but it's not all that'll do. It's not all out here. Well, it's out in the cold bit of the shed, so I don't really want to go get it yet because it's already cold. I don't want to make it colder. Alright, put that bit down there. But it's just been one of those weeks. There's always been something on which has prevented me every day of the week from going, gee, I'd like to take a day because I'm feeling quite sick. And every day that I have been ready to go, no, that's it. There has been something on, and I've been trying to make sure that I'm healthy enough for the students that needed help finishing their pitch, because we were filming it right up until the day before we had to sort of deliver it. So I wanted to make sure that I was available to help them, because it's one of those sick things that you kind of have to be mentally ill to be a teacher, because any normal person would just say, no, bugger it, I'm sick, I'm staying home. But there you go. It's one of those horrible realities of the job. All right, I'm going to try and sort of twist these together. That should be the soldering iron up to temperature, but I'll believe it when I see it. There's some solder. Dab, dab, dab. Dabby, dab, dab. And let's see. Oh, yes. Nice leaded solder there. Where's that? Here's, it'd be great to be able to see what I'm doing. I think I got it. Let's see. Full test. No, that's okay. So what I'm going to do is sort of fold those back over like that, and then put this piece of heat shrink, which I hope will sort of go over the top of all of that. And if it starts to shrink down, that would be very welcome. In fact, I may even just, this could backfire. There we go. Just get it started so it might try and grip a little better. Alright, so now this one, same deal, we're going to twist. I am not a solderer, but that's okay. There we go. Yes, I did. Pull test. Yep. Oh, that's a bit warm. Whew. Smoky. Smoky McGoodness. All right. There we go. Let's make sure that's all those little stragglers are pointing that way. We wouldn't want any kind of there we are. Where did my little flamethrower go? There it is. There we go. All right. Now, the difficult bit will be if I can actually get those screws to go into that lid properly. That will be the new challenge. So we can move that out of the way. Let's just see if it looks like, I mean, they might cut a thread. I might just need to sort of force them in. Let's have a look. So it went face down like that, but I also want it like that. Let's see. Will they go? Is this screwdriver too small? apparently not. It seems like that will do okay. Alright. Reassembly. Oh, hello. Well, that would be getting hot. I wonder I could smell something burning. Just pivot this. Like in a bad episode of Friends. Or as I like to say, like an episode of Friends. Alright. Right. So these are the ones that can go here. What if I put it on its side to start with? Can I do that? Oh yeah, that's a better option. So I've used my expert file transfer system of Facebook Messenger to send myself the CAD file, because I currently don't have any other good, fast, simple way for me to send it from my laptop in the house to the Windows computer out here to slice it. So that's what I do. Is we'll have a go at putting some of the amplifier gear together on the bench and just seeing how that all works for the music box project as well, for the Bluetooth speaker, because some stuff arrived yesterday, Friday. Yesterday, yeah. But I suspect it's not amplified. And I've got some solutions on the way. Somewhere I've actually got some little LM386 amplifier modules that I put together a long time ago, but I cannot find them. Which is probably not unusual for me. Who would have thought I put something together and now I can't find it? What a shock. Alright, so there we go. And then the big project that I was asked to do for work, when I told work how much time I would need with someone's help to do it, work decided that was not possible, and so now I don't have to do it, which, partially I'm sort of going, yay, I don't have to do it, but the other part is, well, don't make me feel like the bad guy for pointing out that, as people said quite rightly last week, that don't forget to tell people that your time has value. That's it's pretty tricky. All right, I'm gonna get one in here. Let me get a Alan, Steve. I just wish there was a Steve key. Alan. Oh, bollocks. Hold on. It's on the floor. It's gone under the bench. I'm on my hands and knees trying to locate it because there are no spares. I don't know what the hell that is. All that. Nope. Haven't found it. Is that it? Yes, that's the one. Whew. That was nearly a danger time. All right. Let me try and rejig. Okay. I'll sort of hold it like that, and then maybe get a start. No, it doesn't want to go. And these screws and screwdriver are so... Unfortunately, my jacket is just getting in the way. I can't I'm not dexterous enough with it on, so I'm just going to have to temporarily be cool and see if I can now just start it with fingers. There we go, there's one. And then if I need to, I can redress myself in a minute. Now they're started, it might not be so hard, he says, jokingly. Of course it's going to be hard. Nobody would ever make anything. I mean, clearly this power supply being held in by 4 Allen key screws on the side was the main concern. I mean, somebody went, oh, what if someone's going to take this apart? We'll hold it in there on one side only with 4 screws, precariously not sitting on the bottom. But then again, I'm no engineer either. And I'm sure whoever engineered it may not have had this in mind when they engineered it. They were thinking, what's the way that we can do it that keeps the cost down and makes production faster? And again, fast production is cheap production. So that does keep the cost down. There we go. They probably weren't thinking anything of it. I was thinking if some dumb bastard decides they want to mess around with the inside, they deserve everything they get. There we go. All right. They're the feet. That's the fan grill. So it goes on like that. And I'll try and get some screws in. Again, these screws are not particularly magnetic, so it's a little bit tricky. Cool like the Fonz. Cool like the... I'm going from... I've got no sort of middle thermostat setting at the moment. I'm either frozen or I'm boiling. Probably doesn't help as well that I've had a beanie on all day, because that's what I tend to do when the winter months come. Just sit around with a beanie. It's a good thing. We have a coffee. Hold on. So there we go. That was the fan. The 60 15. Not the 60-60, not the 50-50 10 that is in the Creality store. That's apparently the power supply fan for this. So lesson learned. I also now have a 60-60-10, which would have worked fine. I'm sure 5 mil depth on that fan wouldn't have hurt. So I'll just keep that as a spare. Because, well, I'm not going to throw it away. Somebody might need one. Somebody did make a good suggestion for Jaws that I should put a little blower fan in the bag, so it blows up the bag when you turn it on. So maybe that's got a future there. All right, it's on. It's together. Something just banged. Oh no, you know what it is? It'll be something banged outside. It's the shed door for the little gardening shed that has blown open today in the breeze. And there we go. There we go. Look, I'll turn over to the printer. Can I turn over to the printer? Maybe. There it is. There we go. This is Satisfaction. Ready? And there's the last batch of small 3D printed mini sheet carriers. All right, so now we're clear there. I can put that back. What should I do next? Should I unbox or should I tinker with electrical things? I don't know. Should I unbox the ill-gotten gains? Part of it's no good now because the project is dead, but that's okay. I shall continue my unboxing extravaganza. There we go. There's one thing that I got today because my obsession with plastic containers and trying to store things and be organized continues. So that's it. You know what I should do? I should pull apart that power supply. Apparently it could be a diode that's gone. Apparently there's a diode on the control board that's like protects it against reverse voltage or something. All right, so I got those today, and I'll try and find a place. I think I can see a place where I can put them on the wall. Just as another place, you know, for printer spares and whatnot. Plus, it's nearly tax time, so I'm trying very hard. I don't know if I can spin this around. I'm sorry for the Blair Witch Project camera moves. All right, oh, there we go. I'm thinking I can put it there. Let's see. Now this might not reach because of the shelf here, but we'll see. We'll see. Will it go? Will it go? Oh, it's trying, but I don't think it will. Oh, it might. It has. It goes. It fits. There we go. Now I've got somewhere to put the tissues. That's good. And now that can be somewhere. Look, I'll christen this. This is the 3D printer fan drawer. There we go. Put all my fans in there. It's also given me a convenient spot to try and put the clock. There you go. All right, what else came? This is now the next unboxing extravaganza is I'll sort of point there. There it is. So, oops, there we go. Didn't see that. Hope no one can read upside down. So this came, and it was from Sydney Tools. It came from Sydney Tools in Adelaide. It arrived in under a week, and that includes 4 days of weekend and public holidays. So make of that what you will, Mitre 10. But this is the same deal. This is the same deal that I got from Mitre 10. And this was free postage because it was over $100. And I think it represents, look, I'm sure for most people they'd go $100 for that. That represents terrible value, but there you go. Oh look, and they put a note because I bought a clamp. I bought a clamp, and they're gonna say, I don't know if you can read that. It says, corner clamp inside box. Isn't that nice of them? There we go. And it is the same boxes that I've been buying. I think this is probably, famous last words, this is probably the last ones. Because to be perfectly honest, I've got more use for the deep ones than I do for these small ones, but when you get the small one for an extra $4 on top of the cost of a regular size one, I kind of think, well, why wouldn't you? There we go. I've got a... Ooh, smells like hand sanitizer in there. This was I bought this for doing the big frame for the stained glass. So I thought that would be really helpful because I've got a couple of other corner things. And this one, not only yellow brand, not only that work was going to pay for it, but it actually had very good reviews. So I thought, well, I'll grab that. Little did I know that the world would fall out from under me afterwards, but that's okay. Life moves on. And I bet I'm going to take a gamble that at some point work will ask me to do it again. But as I said to them, if you'd asked me at a time when I didn't have so much happening, the answer would of course be yes. Or if you'd said, look, can you do it by the end of the holidays? You know, I'd have said yes, but I'm not just going to do it and try and cram it in with what I'm doing in 3 weeks. So I'm sure he will do a wonderful job of it, and you know, I'm sure he's also got not much time, but there you go. That's oops, sorry. That is unfortunately what happens. So he's much more he's a nice guy. He's much better than I am at saying no to people as well, though. I'm really terrible at saying no. Which is why I said yes, but my better version of saying no is to say yes, but, and then try and make the deal as favourable as possible. Not so much good at saying no. But that's okay. All right. So what is next? I've got stuff out of the way. Actually, I don't have stuff out of the way. I've got stuff everywhere. 37 minutes. You know what? YouTube has actually been quite disappointing this week. I've struggled to find anything that's really captured my my enthusiasm. I think partly because being unwell and being under pressure to get stuff done, even though that sounds like a real cop-out. Oh, there's so much pressure. But I think it played a part this week. It played the part of the flautist. It played the triangle. All right, let me get crap out of the way. What arrived? This stuff arrived. That arrived. That arrived. Was there anything else that arrived? I have ordered a cheap harness for this that's just these to bare wire, so then I can try and power this off of something else. But at the moment, I'll leave it as is. So what have I got? I have got this that claims to be a 12 volt. And sorry, Matt, you've already seen this. Claims to be a 12 volt Bluetooth music player module with amplifier. I don't see that. I do not see how, number one, it's 12 volts. But also, you know, it says 12 volts on the sticker. It says 12 volt. But this doesn't have, see, I thought this was audio out, but apparently not. This is audio in. So I don't know. I'm not sure where the audio in is coming from, because I thought the audio in was already on here. But yeah, every circuit diagram I can see at the moment. Then again, oh, see, I don't know. Oh, well, that could be audio left, audio right, and a common ground. Could be for those three. So that's antenna's the red one, so we can snip that off. So that should go there. That goes on there. And then this one is the power one. Positive and negative, which is... I wish I could see. What do we got? VCC and ground. Which way is it going? It's going that way. So that goes down there. There we go. So that's ground. That's ground. That's voltage in. What I'm going to try and do is see if we can rig something up and at least see if the thing works. So, oh, what else do I get? That's where this comes in. So this is my AliExpress's finest. Wow, there's some chunky leads off it, but this should then adapt the Makita battery, model number BL1850B, which is listed on here as one of the ones to use. So it should click in there. One thing I like about the Makita, the button action on them is very good even compared to the DeWalt. The DeWalt button action is quite awful. It doesn't have much travel. That's got lovely spring travel. It's very nice. So that should adapt that, which means I've got 18 volts to then get down to scissors, 18 to get down to 12. So I should be able to go onto here. I have to put some meter probes in and actually get my, so that's voltage in. See, this says it goes down to 5, but these are meant to be, well, that's no bloody good, is it? It says it's 5. I wonder if that thing powers on with 5. We'll find out, won't we? Why not give it a go? I did suspect that this is 5 because most of the ones I find online say that this is 5 volt. So that will be interesting. It's got a really big resistor, so I'm wondering whether that's got something to do with some big regulators there too. Anyway, are they both like that? Because if they are, that is not what was advertised. This one does look the same. See here, 12 volts in, which doesn't really help. That's a bit annoying. Because usually there's a potentiometer on them and you can change it. Never mind. Well, we'll see if it powers up with 5 and see what happens, shall we? Right, strippers. This is thick cable. Whew. I don't even know if this cable's gonna. This cable is gonna struggle. Get out of there, you bugger. Sticky insulation. Get your sticky insulation out of there. A little screwdriver. Too big to use in that screw terminal. What about that one? Yeah, that's better. I keep meaning to bring music out here, but I'm bloody lazy. Well, what if we connect it and then we'll put the meter in and just see what it does, hey? That sounds good. Voltage in positive. Ooh, I don't think these wires are going to go. I might have to find some kind of intermediary source here. Yeah, they're too thick. Right. Don't worry, we're not going to be beaten because we have Wagos. I have Wagos, I have wire. We'll be set. Might need to strip back a bit more for these Wagos because this is a guide, isn't it? This is a guide for how much you've got to strip back. Oh, another couple of millimeters. That's better. I just have to make sure that, there we go. Get in there, darling. Lovely. Pull test. Just seemed like last week was a week for always needing to do more every day. It was no, sorry, there's going to be a noise, and it is my nose. I do apologise. Just seemed that no matter what I did last week, I always had to end up doing more, which was tiresome. Very, very tiresome. It was a week of every time I went to go and do something, I needed to do something else first, and usually it was something for someone else. So it got old. It got old very fast. No, I don't want to take them. Sorry, I'm just rummaging around for some wire. I don't want... No, I've got some. I just know it'll involve me opening up the top of this. I wonder if that's rated for 12 volts. Shall we find out? Let's find out. You know what else we should do? We should very quickly ascertain. I know, I'm using words like ascertain. We should very quickly check that this is positive to the center. Let's do that before I find, because then what I can do is I can split that and then put that into the Wagos, can't I? Wago lad. Alright, so if I strip this, the clip lead might be even better. Let me just strip off enough to go in a Wago. It's about that much. Okay, that might be a bit too much. This is very, very thin wire. This is wafer thin. I hope it will still go. We will see. Right, clip lead, and I'll take that one, and I want to that side, because I'll see. I think Aussie Matt is currently going either very proud or very horrified. He might be very proud that I'm actually trying to test the thing, or horrified that I'm doing it wrong. But I don't trust me poking things with test probes, so I'm what I'd like to do is just test if the middle of this thing is the positive. So let's just go to the audible and go, yep, positive in the center. So then if I plug this in here and I stick that in the positive, yep, we're good to go. Okay, there you go. Aren't you proud? I achieved a thing. YouTube, this tab is using a camera or microphone. Yeah, I know that this tab's using my camera. I told it to use my camera. What the heck's wrong with YouTube? All right, let's go for this one. I'm still going to need wire to go there, aren't I? I think that'll work all right. At least these are isolated from one another. So if anything sort of touches it's not supposed to. They're not in the same. You know, these are commons, aren't they? Pull test. It's loose, but it's not pulling out. It's the Catholic test. All right. Now let's just. Now I can swap that for my pokey lead. Pokey. All right. Onto the beep. All right. On the beep, and I can sort of go from there. All right. So that is positive. That one's a negative. Quick test that one's a negative by going there. Yep. Okay. So that part is working. So now I should be able to have these two stripped and go into here, into that end of the, sorry, this thing is growing. It's growing, not groaning. I should be able to have these two into here, and that is the negative. Ground. And then we'll be able to see if this thing actually would power on from here. I don't think it would. Should I tin them? Will that make them easier to put into the terminals? I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing Matt like Obi-Wan. Tin the leads. But a much more sort of casual Obi-Wan. And then I'll be able to plug a battery in and just see if it turns on. And then we'll know. But well, we won't know. We'll know that this is definitely not the 5 volts. That's what we'll know. That's what we'll know. We'll know that this was not meant for 5 volts. So that's the 5 volt out. I'm an idiot. You know that? I am actually an idiot. Why am I not just doing this? Because I'm a damn fool. Something's making a jiggly noise. And I want this over here. I don't know why I want it over there, but I do. Something's jiggling. That solder joint has got a tremendous blob on it, so oh, that's awful. So, right. Now let me just check. Right. Meter beeper. Okay. And that one. Oh no, I probably won't get anything there because there's a switching thing and it's probably not switched yet. We will see. Shall we try it, kids? Yeah! Alright. Turn that off. Fire extinguisher at the ready. Alright. Solder. Get some solder at the ready. Alright, you can see that. Alright, and we'll ready, battery in first. Battery on. Energizing. Light. Now if I get some voltage testing here, can I lay that there? Definitely getting 5 out, but no life on here. So this is obviously a 12 volt supply required. This is definitely stepping it down from, I wonder if I can measure across here. If I go to the next range, can I measure across here? Yep, definitely got 18 going in. They're getting a bit warm. But needs more than that. So I need to go and find another bloody step down. That's annoying, isn't it? Never mind. All part of the fun. Ho-hum. All right. Well, at least as a proof of concept, that part, you know, this works. This definitely puts out enough voltage. I don't know if I'd use those as my fixed wiring method, but then again, if it works, you know, maybe put some ferrule terminals on there and then do it. Maybe that'd be a nice, easy, serviceable way to wire it together. Make sure they stay out of harm's way. But this definitely needs 12 volts. Which is fine. So I will need to look for some other kind of regulation because these, I also think, oh, well, this has got a pot on it, but I don't think it'll, will it do 12? Does it regulate and do 12? I don't know. In, ground, out. I mean, it does look like it's obviously got some adjustability. Can they be adjusted to 5 volts out? I'm not sure. They are a slightly bigger terminal. Maybe I should try. Let me just move that out of the way and let us see. I don't know what they can do. I mean, I suppose if I blow this up, well, I don't think these will go. Where's my screwdriver? I could at least temporarily temporarily. No, I can't. Is this dodgy? Oh, I think so. Do I think this has the chance of going bad? I really do think it does. How about, don't do that. Don't do that, James. Put them back in the Wago terminals and find another way. There must be another way to do it, like getting another piece of wire. How about do that? Because that would be a smart thing. That would be something like a smart person would do. So let me get a piece of wire. Because there's probably some around here. And just have a go. There we go. How about some orange and blue wire? Like has been used on countless projects. I kept thinking, oh, I'm going to run out of wire. These are the first 2 reels of wire that I bought back doing Colin, and I haven't run out yet. And I've bought so much more wire. But that's okay. I'll strip off a lot. And then spin it. Don't mind a bit of mindless movie action. So Jurassic World, one of the Jurassic World movies was on tonight. Bit of mindless movie action's fine by me. The only thing is that it takes what should be a really easy to watch movie. You know, there are dinosaurs, and it's all got to be about. They've got to infuse it with drama. The drama is there are friggin' dinosaurs. Like, that's the movie. Why are you making this so complicated? It's not hard. There are dinosaurs. Ooh, look at the dinosaurs. Because what I should be able to do I might need the second piece of this actually, because it's going to be the ground, isn't it? Right, so that's there. That one's going in there. Where's the orange? Where's the orange wire? There. Right. That is going to the in. Voltage in. Full test. Sometimes I worry about the current of these batteries, but having had one of those blowers apart and seeing the gauge of wire inside, not so much. Not so worried about it as I used to be. I'm pretty surprised at how thin a gauge of wire they get away with using on the regular. Okay. So that's going to be the voltage out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff my probe in there. I'm going to undo the screw. Stuff my probe in there. And see if I can, oh, there we go. Do the probe up. Put that on the common. That should be the common terminal there. And see what comes out. Now it's probably going to be, I'm predicting 5 volts, but if it's more than 5, if it gives us 10 or something, then I should be able to adjust that potentiometer to adjust the voltage. So, wish us luck. We're on 4 volts, 4.9. Going up. We got 5. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of adjustment though, because I don't think this potentiometer is that big. It is set for 5 volts though. How high will it go? Oh, I should put it in view of the camera, sorry. 5.1. I think the chances of it going to 12 are quite low. But 5.2. 5.3. I think this, I don't know how much travel this pot's got. 5.4. It's going to take a long time to get to 12 if it can get there. This potentiometer. I shouldn't say pot. I say pot as if I know what I'm doing. Trouble is, I used to hear my dad say pot. You know. No, 5.87 or 5.857. That's it. She's maxed out. She got no more. That's all she roted. And it was set right on 5. Probably so it doesn't, so it doesn't damage anything. All right, so I need to go back in and check out those listings for those regulators and say, you were meant to send me 12 volt ones. You sent me 5 volt ones. One of them will be all right, but I need one other. I need at least a 12 volt one. For this system to work. Because I don't think that little amplifier or the little music player has got any regulation on board. All right. Wonder how long it takes to discharge that circuit. Is the LED still on? I wonder how long before it wonder if I take a measurement now if that. I don't know. It's still saying 5 volt. Oh, here we go. It's coming down to, you can see you need about 3 to light that LED properly, and so it's So I'm guessing that's just draining those caps, discharging the capacitors. Taking a little while to come down. It's going there. All right. Well, that was a sort of eventful, uneventful stream. Sorry, that was ambitious but rubbish. So it seems. But I am going to leave it there. And I might do some kind of ASMR video of breaking out the supports from 3D printed parts. That might be good. Or putting away tools or something. Never mind. Thanks all for watching. If you're catching up in the week, I hope you have a good week. And until then, keep your bananas where you can see them.